What chance is the Dayton tax plan having a legislature, and will you folks in your caucuses be fighting for it as it is now?
Well, I think the first thing, I think, is to just dispel the myth that new revenue's not needed. I think that is absolutely a myth, and it is, I would call it the plenty myth, you know, that somehow he uses the word taxes, but billions of dollars of new revenue have come into the state, local governments, and schools during the plenty tenure. Just property taxes alone during the years Tim Plenty's governor have gone from $4 billion a year to $7 billion a year. That's all new revenue. There have been billions of dollars of new fees enacted into law during the plenty years. So I expect they're going to try use the tax word. I would rather use the revenue word, whether it's a fee or a tax or a property tax or a tuition increase. You know, we get some of the highest tuition in the country at our two-year colleges right now. Those are all come out of your pocket the same as a tax. So I think first let's get over that tax word and let's just talk about, is there going to be new revenue in this budget or not? And there's going to be. And we're going to have some disagreement over what it is. Is it going to be fees? Is it going to be tuition? Is it going to be property taxes? Will it be an income tax? I don't know that, and we're not going to get to set the agenda. We're not going to get a lot of input probably in what's in the bills that land on the governor's desk, but we're going to advocate for what the things I think the members of our caucus, where we share values with Governor Dayton, we're going to advocate for them. But you know, we're a separate branch of government too from the administration. So you know, I think you'd be wrong to presume that we're going to pick up every initiative that the governor proposes and try to force it through somehow on the House or Senate floors.
Well, what do you agree with and what do you disagree with the Dayton proposals?
Well, I think we need to see what's in his budget. I mean, I think that's just the truth. You know, he is going to have to make a transition now from a campaign and you know, the rhetoric that and the sound bites that go along with campaigns to actually putting things into legislation. And I think it would be presumptuous of us to assume that anything that was said along the campaign trail actually ends up in a bill in front of a legislative committee.
Right, and we have to see what happens on December 2nd. You know, we're going to get a new budget forecast.
What if Emmer becomes governor? How would you see your role if that is somehow the eventual outcome?
I don't think Tom Emmer is going to become governor.
I don't think that's anything we're contemplating.